So first we're going to quickly see how to set up a landing page, and then we're going to take a look at how to drive some traffic people to their page and then see how they're converting on it. So the first step, there are many different tools to set up a landing page, but the one I'm going to show you is called Landingy. And so we can go there and see how we can use that. They have a free trial, which is 14 days. So that's pretty good, and I think that should be enough for you to test something. If you're using them regularly, obviously you might want to purchase a solution and look at different platforms, but as far as quick traction testing goes, that's quite good. So we're going to sign in because I already have an account, and we are going to create a page with them. See, create new landing page. We're going to pick one of their templates to make life a bit easier for us. And to do this test, I thought we're going to use one of the ZebraForm guides, which is like an ebook. So we'll look at ebook download templates. And see, there are many different ones. The one I think can work quite well is this one. So we're going to use this template. I'm going to call it landing page version 1, and it's loading now. So this is what it looks like. I'll just quickly show you how to edit things. It's very intuitive, so it should be quite good. So here, for example, we're going to write Zebra Farm Books. For this test, we're not going to sell it, we're going to give it for free. So we're going to delete this and that as we don't need it. We need a different cover of the book, which I already pre-uploaded here, but it's quite easy. You just upload your images. We're going to use this one, Save and Close. So here it is, quite straightforward. Here we write how to guide, closing your first round. That could be something more powerful with your value proposition, but you see the point. And here we write download this free guide to learn how to choose your first investor. Here we go. Right, already looking pretty good. So we have two buttons here, which is meant to be for books to sell. Let's keep one of them and call this one here. We have the label. We're going to call that download the guide. We're going to delete the buy now button here at Scan because we don't need it. We just have one call to action, but here you see you can have two with this template. Let's see what else we have. We have this bit, then watch the video. We are not going to do that. I mean, ideally you can have a promotional video here, but just to show you how that works and run a quick test, we're going to delete this. We'll keep the table of contents. We'll delete the reviews because I don't have any ready at the moment with a consent of the person. If you want to do that, that would be actually quite good, but you need to make sure that those are legit. They are real people, real reviews, and they gave you an explicit permission to use what they said about your product on the website. So we're going to kill this as well for now. Kill this, and here is our final call to action. So here I think we'd have save time, raising money and spend it on building the business instead. I think good enough. And they suggest encourage customers to complete your call to action. I'll tell them learn, let's say, how to choose the right investor and not waste time on the wrong ones. Cool, right? Okay. Get So they are again suggesting buying get in the first chapter. I say get the guide now for free. See, it doesn't fit quite well, so we're going to enlarge that and we're going to reposition it. It's very nice. It helps you align it. We'll keep the name and the email. Here, I would say your name, your email. You can change that. Here, I would add, instead of I agree to receive information, what I'll be testing is I want to hear about other resources by ZebraFarm. So that gives me the permission to contact them. I would probably give it a bit more thought of how I would actually do that, but I think for now, to show you how the test works, that works quite good. Here is a bit more about the consent. So here we insert is ZebraFarm, located in, let me pull up their address. And here we insert the company address. 7 Bowlyard. Sweet. Let's see. By the privacy policy available at, just to be on a clearly safe side. And this field would not be required because I want to both get people to download the book and see if they come back to us because they like it, and I would also want to give them a choice to tell us that they want to hear more from us. So we save and close. Instead of download free chapter, here we're going to have download the guide now. Download free guide now. And we go back. We have 2 more bits to edit. See, we're almost there. One is, let's keep it, what will you learn? And we'll delete this, guys. And instead, we will have icons. So there are icons here. There is more stuff that you can do with that. But just some basics. You take the icon, you put it here, and we change this icon to the scale. Our first point is going to be to raise or not to raise. Not to raise. Based on the content of the book. That's one of the first points. The second one would be investor types. And the third one, let's call it prep and hunt, because this is what the rest of the book tells you about. And we're going to have 2 more icons, right? One here and one here. And we're going to align them. Perfect. 1, 2, and 3. And we'll make this one binoculars because we're looking for the right investor. And we're going to make this one, let's see, something money. Yay. That's great. We can keep them blue. We can also change colors. So see, if you click color here, I would use the color code to maybe align them more with my with this colors. But it's also, it works quite well in this case because this has this watermelon, wild watermelon color, I think this is called, with blue, and then they have this red color as well. It kind of they kind of speak to each other, so I think it works fine. We now just need to change this. I prepared this little graphic as a placeholder. It works all right in there. Chapter 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'm going to write very quick description just based on the chapters of the book. The first one, we will talk about whether you should be raising money at all, as people often forget that it's not the only way. A bit intriguing, hopefully. Second one would be, we will discuss all their investment options available to you, their pros and cons, as well as common misconceptions. So I'm going to tell you what people usually think, which is not true. The third one is we will talk, let's say, about how to craft your investor wish list. That's what the third chapter is about. To make sure you don't waste time with the investors that are not good fit for you. Sweet. And the last one, actually the book has 5 chapters, but I don't think it matters at all at this stage. So we're going to kind of combine the 4th and the 5th and say we will discuss how to best prepare for fundraising, followed by a short chapter 5, with some thoughts about their investor hunt. Sweet. So we have these chapters. If you're really keen, we could change this for the same red that's here. So we would go and copy this code, and we go here, and let's say we want to make them all red. We can do that easily. This one and the third, yeah, and here we are, and this is it. So this is their main page. Then we also have the thank you page, where we would go slightly different. So here first we also added their Zebra Farm books, because that's what we thought we'll write there. Enlarge that. Here would have here we can have a link. Here the link doesn't work. I actually don't know why, but that does not really matter, because what we can do is just to copy this. Now we have 2 lines. Our first line is going to say something. Here is your copy of the guide. Could probably come up with something more reasonable, but I think this works as well. Now we need the link to the guide, which is here. So I'll do this and I'll create a link. I wanted to open in a new tab, and the color should not be blue, because that would create some friction. So if we save it like this, this is blue on blue, this is not good. So we're going to go back to the main page and copy this color, because I thought it worked quite well, so that it's all consistent. So we're going here and I'm going to have, I'm going to here create link, color, and we'll insert the same code with save and close. Or probably enlarge the font to say 44. This is better. And instead of we'll contact you soon, I would use this as an opportunity to get people to maybe sign up to our newsletter. So let's say here, sign up for more startup advice. Here, and we'll make this also, we will make this also the same color. Sweet. Save and close. And now we need the link where it's leading, and we will lead them to Zebra Farm newsletter. Okay. It could be anything else, right? We're just doing it to try things out. So this is what we've got. Let's see what it looks like. here is our landing page. ZebraFarm books, how to guide. Download the guide leads us directly to here. Save time raising money and spend it on building a business instead. Get the guide now for free. You can enter your name and email and get this. Here there is their link to our privacy policy. Download free guide now. We cannot do that in the preview mode, but it leads us to the thank you page, which is here is a copy of the guide, and sign up. One thing you can see that this is a little bit crowded, so we're going to go back and fix that. Just maybe space that out, and maybe because this is not our core, maybe make it 26. Let's call that. This is fine for what we're trying to achieve. And now we have to see the last, to make sure of the last thing, which is the mobile view. This is what it looks like by default. Not too bad. The icons a bit mixed up. Chapters are great. This is all crowded, so we can click on rebuild. I'll try another way. Not quite there. Let's try one more. And everything's getting better. We can go back. I think the first one was the best we can get. Yeah, so now we just have to move things around. So we keep maybe ZebraFarm books as a title. Move things here. I don't want to spend too much time on that, just to give you an idea. We can do that. This section we can move up. Great. We learn. Now I have to move the icons on top of our points. Icon number 1, icon number 2, icon number 3. That's great. Now we drag that up as well. This is fine. Table of contents. The 4 chapters with the biggest sweet numbers, and this is quite crowded. So now we have to space this out. We can rebuild sections, so that's quite handy. Yeah, now see, this is doable. Okay, so here we can maybe make it a bit smaller. And lower this bit down, this bit down. Let's move it all up. Get the guide for free. Move up the form. It moves all together. It's quite handy as well. Do this and great. Let's see the preview. That's what we've got. Probably not the best website I've ever built, but I think for their 18 minutes that we spent on that, that's pretty good. On mobile, it looks like that. This is perfectly fine. Thank you page, see that got messed up, so we need to fix this. We go to thank you page. We do this and this. We now save that. And the only thing for people like me who are a bit crazy and particular about detail, we can maybe go back to desktop view, and then I think it would be nice if these icons were in the same red to kind of balance it out. You can go as crazy as you want to, but the main idea here is not a design. It has to look legitimate, but it doesn't have to be the best website you've ever built for just testing this. And we do this, and we do the third one as well, and we are good to go.